So what did you study at Screen Academy?
I did the MA Screenwriting in 2010-2011.
Great. And was there anything within the course that you took that really stood out? Is anything that really inspired you?
Yeah, we did a 2-day workshop with Linda Aronson on character, and specifically not just the protagonist but all the kind of sub-characters and the roles that they play within a screenplay, which I found I've really taken with me as I'm developing characters. Storylining at the BBC, I found that that's something I always go back to.
So where do you work now?
I work at the BBC Scotland. I'm working as a script editor there just now.
And what is your job? What do you have to do for your job?
I have 3 different roles. I work in-house at BBC Drama, working across the development slate there. I've been working as an episode script editor out on River City, which is the in-house production that we have there. And currently I'm storylining for the next series of that show.
And do you prefer storylining or would you or script writing more?
I think when I was at the Screen Academy, there was a lot of focus on producing scripts and writing scripts and thinking about stories as scripts. And what storylining on River City has been able to do is I feel like I've built a story muscle, because you're having to write 4 one-hour stories every fortnight. You're having to come up with ideas for characters that are already built, for a world that's already built, and you're having to regenerate those characters and come up with new stories, which I think is really exciting and is something that's building me a muscle, I think, in terms of storytelling.
What is your favorite process?
Not the blank wall, but once you have kind of an idea to work with, so structurally we look for a 1A story and 2C stories, and I think once you know whose story it is, you can then really get into that character.
Great. And how did you get your job?
Well, when I left the Screen Academy, I went to work for Cameron Fraser at Colic Films in Edinburgh, and I worked with him for 18 months across their development slate of projects. And while that was great, I felt like by the end of it, I needed a little bit of extra training. I needed something a bit stronger behind me, because I just felt like I couldn't move up where I was doing the thing that I was doing, because I just felt like there was a part of my training missing. And so what I wanted to do was get production script editing experience. So I applied for a Stepping Up program, which Beck runs, which is brilliant. And I got onto that and trained as a script editor on River City, and then was lucky enough to be hired by the BBC.
And what's your advice for anybody currently in the course that you studied, trying to get a job, like a similar job to what you've got just now?
I think the best advice I can give people is to read scripts. Go out and find companies and ask them if you can read scripts for them. And you might have to do that for free, but I think it's definitely worth it, because I know that I'd done that, and a lot of the people that I'd worked with had done that. They had read scripts professionally, written coverage reports, written script reports, and that for me is kind of the first step in to that industry. Is people are always asking, well, have they read scripts before?
So your time at Screen Academy, if there was anything you could go back and change from in your working career so far, what would it be?
I think if I was to go back and do my year at the Screen Academy again, one thing that I would definitely make sure to do is make stuff. Like being in and around the MA filmmakers and the project development team, and also having access to the crews at ECA and the directors at ECA, I would definitely make more things. I would be writing more shorts that I could offer to directors and offer to the producers to be made, because actually when I came out and was looking to do things like development labs at festivals and started thinking about different things you can apply for, a lot of the time they want to see a body of work. And I came into the MA screenwriting thinking, well, I just want to write, but actually it's not enough to have just written. You need to have written something that's been made.
Great.